How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to talk a little bit about Horizon Forbidden West. Some interesting early sales numbers have come out, UK box charts, thanks to gamesindustry.biz. A lot to take into account, but if you just read the stats themselves, you might be misled a little bit, so I'll try to give you a bit of clarity on it. But interesting numbers, and it is the second biggest PlayStation 5 launch title so far. I should say it's the second biggest PS5 launch, because saying it's a launch title would mean it came out at the PS5's launch. You guys get the idea. We'll get to that. And also, courtesy of Jordan Mindler, we have an idea. Actually, we have the exact time when the Gran Turismo 7 review embargo is going to lift. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Horizon Forbidden West is the second biggest PS5 launch so far, according to UK box charts. Now, that is the physical copies sold in the UK, so you have to consider that fact. Things are going to be a little bit different when we get the North American numbers and when we get the digital sales, which is going to be incredibly important. Now, the game is the second biggest PS5 launch. It's ahead of FIFA 22 and behind Spider-Man Miles Morales. Not too surprised about Miles Morales. You know, it was the big launch game. I think everybody was picking that up with their launch PS5 if they got one at launch. And Demon's Souls, yeah, it's a big game, but Souls games just don't appeal to absolutely everyone like I would say a Spider-Man does. But Horizon taking second as far as biggest PS5 launch, yeah, I don't find that all too surprising. Now, an interesting number is that Forbidden West launch sales are down 35% compared to Zero Dawn. However, again, that's physical copies in the UK. You have to take into account that digital sales have exponentially increased over the last few years. They even noted in the games industry article that just is something that I think everybody can see. I think back in early 2017, we weren't even making, like, PSN deals videos, or we weren't talking about it that often, and now, like, PSN sales is just something that happens pretty regularly. I know a lot of people that exclusively buy their games downloadably on PlayStation now, where 5 years ago, it might have been a little bit different, and I think a lot of people that watch our videos are the same way, where they're only buying games digitally now, so that is going to be an interesting factor to take into account. Now, another interesting number is that 68% of the box sales were on PlayStation 5, while 32% were on the older PlayStation 4. Now, in any other scenario, I would say that's about a standard percentage divided, because Miles Morales, I believe, had a pretty similar spread in terms of PlayStation 5 versus PlayStation 4 sales. However, in this case, you do have that Forbidden West getting a free upgrade on PS4, so the PS4 version $60 and the PS5 version $70. How abundantly well known that was to the casual consumer, I don't know. It probably wasn't that well known, and maybe people just didn't even care. They wanted the PS5 game on the disc. If you're buying a box copy, you want that PS5 case probably. I don't know. But yeah, it kind of goes to show how that played out, and that means they are going to get their $70. I did want to check with the Forbidden West case and how that is compared to the Spider-Man Miles Morales case, and it's the exact same. On the corner, you have PS5 upgrade available, or upgrade available, whatever it is. It's the exact same. Neither case notes a free upgrade being available, so I'm probably picking at straws there. That's probably not something too big to take into account, but all things being equal, I just wanted to make mention of that as well. Forbidden West itself, I have 40 hours in the game so far. I just booted off the game a second ago. Yes, like, I have not no-lifed a game this hard in years and years. Everything lined up perfectly, where I was able to wake up at midnight on Friday, play all day Friday, do the videos that we had to do. Saturday, played all day. Usually I try to socialize Saturday nights. Didn't do that, just kept playing. And then Sunday all day played it, and then Monday morning I've been playing it a little bit as well. As you guys can probably tell, big fan of the game. The visuals are stunning. The content in the game, my god. Like, mostly, I beat the main story. While I was doing the main story, I did a little bit of side content. You kind of have to if you don't want to be under-leveled throughout the game. Like, if you just bum rush the main story, you're gonna be under-leveled, so you kind of have to do some of the side content. But through my main playthrough, I didn't do probably nearly as much side content as other people are probably doing. I just really wanted to see how the main story played out, and now I'm going back and hitting everything. And the goal is to get the Platinum Trophy by Friday. You know, I can't play the game the way I was over this weekend. It's just not feasible. Everything lined up where I could no-life the game over the weekend. Now it's time to settle back into reality. We'll see. Hoping to get a couple hours in a day, but I kind of iffy on whether or not the Platinum's going to be doable by Friday. And of course, Elden Ring comes out Friday, so a little bit iffy on that. Got through the narrative. No spoilers here. If you guys want to see a full spoiler discussion video, let me know in the comments. I'll do that in like a week or so, just so everybody can like beat the game and we can actually have a discussion, just because I probably beat the game way quicker than a lot of other people. And honestly, like if I could recommend it, take your time with it, do all the side content as you're playing the game. I just really wanted to see how the story played out because yeah, the story gets pretty wild. It gets pretty freaking wild, and I don't know if it's gonna be for everyone. I am feeling that there's gonna be a very divisive crowd with this story. Let me just put it that way. I think some people are gonna really love it. I think other people are gonna hate the direction, and I really don't think there's gonna be a big middle ground. So maybe I'll be wrong about that. That's just kind of the vibe I got going through the story the whole way through. And as we hit every major plot point, I'm just like, I don't know if people are going to be happy about it. Personally, I dug it, but I'm also the kind of person that would dig Final Fantasy VII Remake ending up being a train wreck just because I'm down for train wrecks. But I really enjoyed the story. But I think it's something I need to digest a little bit more, but no spoilers again. Alright, so that's it for that. Forbidden West being the second biggest PS5 launch so far. Again, we'll see how the numbers line up from digital sales, from the North American sales, and for the rest of the year. Hopefully, you know, more people can get a PlayStation 5. Hopefully, by the time, you know, the year wraps up, you guys that don't have a PS5 yet will have a PS5, and Forbidden West will probably be at a discount at that point. Maybe not a heavy discount, but you can get it at a cheaper price, and the sales will, you know, ramp up there as well. You know, a high mark to hit as far as Zero Dawn sales numbers. That game did incredibly well, but Zero Dawn also came out 3.5 years into the PlayStation 5's life cycle, or excuse me, the PlayStation 4's life cycle, while it's only been 1.5 years into the PS5's life. And you've had shortages and whatnot, and yes, it's on the PS4, but I've just seen a lot of people being like, yo, I'm gonna wait until I get a PS5 because I'd rather play this game on the PS5, so a lot of things to take into account as far as that's concerned. Alright, moving on from that, I do want to quickly note, Jordan Midler over on Twitter did note, confirm the Gran Turismo review embargo is 11:01 a.m. UK time on March the 2nd. Look out for content from myself on VGC, so yeah, you can look out for their review and content there. GT7 is a game that I am also excited for. You know, I played the hell out of Forza Horizon 5 last year. That's an arcade racer, so I want to transition back into playing a driving sim, and Gran Turismo is an IP that I used to be super into, like, back in the day, like Gran Turismo 4, holy hell, the hours I put into that, and GT5 as well. I mean, after all those delays, I enjoyed GT5, even though a lot of people didn't seem to be too high on it. GT6 just came out in that weird time period where the PS4 had just come out, and then it came out on PS3 like a month after the PS4's launch, so I didn't really get into that. And GT Sport, I didn't put much time into it as well, but Gran Turismo 7 is a game that I'm looking to put a significant amount of time into. It's just March is looking pretty crazy for game releases as well. March might be even crazier than February, but April, May looking kind of quiet, so if you're missing out on some games in this 2-month period and you want to catch up, April, May, at this point, looks kind of quiet. Like, May has Forspoken, but April doesn't have much at all from what from when I last checked, so we'll see how that turns out. Again, GT7 out in March, and available on PS4 and PS5. Hopefully the game looks pretty good on PS5, because Horizon Forbidden West showed that, man, cross-gen games, they can look pretty darn good, can't they? And by the way, I played Forbidden West the whole way through in performance mode. I didn't even check resolution mode, but I thought the game looked rather great, and I didn't have too many bugs at all. Like, sometimes you'll get the weird machine that's dead, but it's floating, yeah, that kind of stuff, but nothing too crazy in my experience. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, Forbidden West sales numbers. Let me know what you guys think about those stats. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the game so far. You know, it seems like the majority of people are really enjoying it, and I'm definitely on that boat. Narratively, I think, again, it's going to be divisive on that end. But Gran Turismo's review embargo, again, that'll be dropping March 2nd, so interested to see what the reviews for that turn out. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.